Hi Aquarius, welcome to December. This is Teresa from TarotScope. And this month, Neptune is going direct on December 4th in Pisces after being retrograde for the past 6 months. Then we have a full moon in Gemini on December 7th, which is favorable to your sign. And then Chiron in Aries is going direct on the 23rd. That's also favorable to your sign. And then we have Mercury going retrograde. And Mercury right now is in Capricorn. It's in Capricorn. It's going to go retrograde on the 29th. So in the meantime, let's see what the cards say. What does Aquarius have to know about love and relationships? What's coming up for Aquarius in terms of love and relationships? What does Aquarius need to know in terms of love and relationships? What does Aquarius need to know in terms of love and relationships? What does Aquarius need to know in terms of love and relationships for the month of December 2022? 222. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What's coming up? Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Ace of Swords. The High Priestess. The Page of Swords. The Star. The Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. The Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. This is looking good. And the Three of Cups. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. So you're fired up this month, Aquarius. You've got the Ace of Swords. You've got a bunch of positive energy cards here. So the Ace of Swords is about, it's like a warrior energy. But it's also a sword energy, so it's mental. So you've got some ideas. You're having like a new way. It's a new beginning in a way of thinking and processing your thoughts and ideas. And it's also the card of the warrior. Like you decided, I'm going to take action. I have this idea and I'm going to make it happen. So if a relationship if you've been thinking about a relationship or if it's been stagnating, you're ready to take action to do something. To either approach someone or fix whatever problems. You've got the High Priestess here crossing you. The High Priestess is a card of, it's about things that are hidden, but what it really means is you need to tap into your intuition. You need to, you can't just, it's about getting knowledge that comes from other, intuitively, it's not in your face knowledge. It's knowledge that you get when you quiet your mind, and that divine voice, that inner guidance comes up from, the ether, from the collective unconscious, whatever. So you're getting inspired ideas about relationships, and there could be stuff going on behind the scenes. Maybe you've got something going on behind the scenes. I don't know, but for the most part, this is about tapping into your intuition, letting your divine guidance lead you in a relationship situation. You have the Page of Swords in the past. So the Page of Swords has to do with spying or gossip, or even you might be checking someone out online. Maybe you're doing the spying or someone's checking you out online. It could also represent having to have a difficult conversation with someone. And so I always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it that's going to make or break the conversation. So you could have been dealing with someone in the past that was very challenging. Pages are sometimes an immature energy. So that's either you or your partner, the person you're dealing with. You have the Queen of Wands here. This could be someone that you're dealing with. The Queen of Wands energy is someone who she's very outspoken. And this could be he or she, depending on the situation. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She's not afraid to go after what she wants. She's a true leader. She can be a little tough at times because she could be demanding, but she knows what she wants, and she's very upfront about it. So you could have been dealing with someone, and she also likes to be the center of attention. So you could have been dealing with someone with that kind of energy. And maybe you feel like there's some kind of challenge in that relationship, some challenge that you need to talk about or work out. But you have the star here. I mean, you have such great cards. Like the star is a card that gives hope. So if you have a goal or a dream or a plan, I feel like you can make it happen. You just have to take action. So this person could be very important to you. Maybe you've had conflicts in the past or communication problems in the past. Maybe you've even had harsh communication, even, arguments. But I feel like you could work things out because you got the sun in the future. Whenever the sun is in the reading, the sun means that no matter what problems you may have at the time, it's all going to be okay in the end. Like the sun comes out and your problems fade away. It's like, okay, I'm going through this storm now, but now the clouds break, the sun comes out, it's a new day. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. Another ace this is an ace of manifestation. And it usually means like making something happen, making something real. Like in the Ace of Swords, you have an idea, a thought. And you go, okay, I know what I need to do and I'm just going to do it. But the Ace of Pentacles is like, okay, I did it and now here it is. I have manifested something. Because the ace, out of all the aces in the tarot, the pentacle is the one that's in the real world, that's solid, that's like actually matter. The others are just thoughts and, thinking about it. Like the Ace of Swords is thinking about an idea. The Cups is about, an emotional connection to something. The Ace of Wands is about being excited, feeling like I'm ready to take action. But the Ace of Pentacles is happening in the here and now. So there could be a job offer coming up or some kind of opportunity that's going to make everything okay. That's going to make everything right. I know this is a love reading, but there's also good career news coming in this reading. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Star. You're going to be celebrating your success this month. I feel like it's both. You're going through a successful time in your career. Maybe you're starting something brand new, and it's going to bring in a lot of money, a lot of recognition. You're going to be utilizing your talents. But also, it's bringing in love. I feel like you have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is a card of planting seeds and waiting to see where it's going to go. Like, I don't know. I'm in this relationship. I don't know where it's going to wind up. I don't know where it's going to go. And I think these seeds are not just relationship seeds. I think they could also be career seeds. But with the sun in the reading, I think the sun can mean connecting with someone that you really have fun with. That when you're together, time just like fit, you don't even know what time is. It doesn't exist. You're just in this bubble of, being into each other. And that's coming up. So, and you have the Eight of Wands. This is the card of messages coming in. The arrows of love. It could be that you're even traveling. Maybe you're going on a trip or you're going to see someone that's at a distance. Or it could just mean doors are opening up for you. And if you've met someone that's really knocked your socks off, it could have happened quickly. Like suddenly you realize, I'm in love with this person. Or I just adore this person. And things are going to be happening really quickly. You might even feel that it's happening too quickly. I don't think it's you, though. I think if anything happens quickly, it's going to be your partner that feels like, oh, this is happening too fast. We got to slow it down. Because this position, if you're in a relationship, it represents what your partner feels. So your partner's real excited. There's excitement in this connection. But they are afraid that that things are coming together too quickly. Like, okay, wait a minute. All this has happened. I need time to process all this. So don't rush anyone Don't rush into anything. Give them time. Even though it's exciting and you're really excited about all these new beginnings, give the other person time to acclimate to this new situation because they may not be ready for it. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in your wish fulfillment. Three of Pentacles is usually it's career success. It's abundance. It's like being recognized for your talent, being, you could be getting a promotion or recognition in some way. And that's going to make you really happy. You're going to feel valued. You're going to feel like you're on the top of the world this month. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is a card of parties, celebration. So you could be getting together with friends, celebrating your success, celebrating your love. Now, sometimes the Three of Cups can mean a third-party situation, but I don't think that's the case in this situation. It could be that maybe you decided maybe if you were dating, for those of you who are dating, you might decide to choose one person out of the options, and then you're going to really go forward with that. And then, how once, you might be dating more than one person, and then once you make your decision, okay, this is the person I want, then you want everything to happen quickly. Before that, you're dragging because you're trying to make a decision or make a choice. The Three of Cups can sometimes even mean a birth or a engagement. So for some of you, you may be thinking of making a commitment, but you've been keeping your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. Right now, when you start the month out, you might be feeling like keeping things quiet, keeping things under wraps. I know I really like this person. I want to make this relationship more permanent, but I'm not ready. I haven't been ready to take action. But now with this Ace of Swords, you're ready to take action, and you're going to take action. I see positive energy coming. The sun is you are going to go after a goal or a dream that you've always wanted. If there was something that someone or something that you've always wanted to approach, you're going to do it this month, and it's going to work out. I see it, the 2 threes are about community, people coming together. It's also about abundance. It's like 2 people's energies come together and then they create a third energy that's greater than the sum of the parts. So if you're with someone, just being with that other person is bringing in abundance and joy and happiness. So things are going to start to move. And the time card I'm getting is December, maybe the 3rd week of December. The aces represent the months of December, January, February. And based on the way the cards are laid out, I would say by the end of the month, by the 3rd week, probably by that new moon in Capricorn that's coming up, you're going to be celebrating something really positive. You're going to be in a good place. So let's see what the angels have to say for Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius? I mean, if you're not finding love this month, you're definitely having career success because it's written all over this layout, even though it's a love reading. But who knows? Maybe career success leads to a love connection. So let's see. What do the angels want Aquarius to know? Dreams. Okay, perfect. Because you've got the star in the reading. That relates to your wishes, your hopes, your dreams. This is a wondrous time of healing and positive transformation. Embrace life each moment and keep focused on your dreams. Retain the purity of your vision and you will draw success to you. All you ever wished for, even those which seemed a distant dream, are about to manifest. So yeah, you've got it. You got this, girl, guy, whatever. Go after your dreams this month. You're in a good place. So let's see what's happening with the astrology. Oh, we have a full moon in your 5th house. Oh, yeah. And the sun's in the 11th house. The moon is conjunct Mars. And Mars in the 5th house, it's a love affair. I mean, you have an opportunity to have a hot and heavy, encounter. So you could be reigniting passion in an existing relationship. You could be forming a new partnership. Someone just knocks you for a loop, you're head over heels. Mars is trining Saturn in your first house. So you're ready to make a commitment, or you're ready to step up to the plate with Saturn in the first house. Saturn in the first house is like, okay, it's time for me to grow up and take responsibility, and I want to be seen as someone who is serious. I don't want to be, who can make a commitment, who's committed to something. If you're starting something with this full moon, I mean, actually, I feel like the full moon is really a completion. So you've been working on something, and it's like a completion that leads to success. Like I feel like, so if you've been dating someone or you're interested in someone, then you decide to ask them out, and now you're in a relationship. That's like a full moon thing. You've taken action, you've completed something, and now you're ready to reveal it to the world. So you could be revealing a new partnership, because the full moon always brings things to the surface. It could also be that you're revealing a new creative project, because the fifth house rules creativity, self-expression. You're starting something new that you're really excited about, that it's work that you love doing. It could also be around children, because children are associated with the fifth house. It could be that you find out that your partner is pregnant, and now you're welcoming a child into the world, and you have, in addition to your family. I mean, it's happy news. Whatever's happening, I feel like it's going to be positive. And especially with Saturn's going to demand that you take responsibility. So whatever you're working on, you have to put in the work. You have to make a commitment. So you could be committing to a partnership, committing to a project, committing to having a baby. Whatever it is, you're willing to do the work and be seen as someone who is serious. You have Jupiter and Neptune in your second house. So that's a little bit of a mixed bag, because Jupiter brings in abundance and Neptune dissolves it. So it could be that money's coming in and going out just as quickly. So you want to watch your spending. Make sure that if someone's approaching you in a money situation, make sure you don't fall for any of these get-rich-quick schemes. Because Neptune can make you have rose-colored glasses about certain things. Like you're just seeing what you want to see. You're seeing all the glitter and glam. You're not seeing beneath the surface. And Jupiter's giving you this optimism, like, oh, I can do no wrong. Like I'm golden. Now Jupiter is sextile to Pluto in your 12th house, so there could be someone working behind the scenes that's helping you out. Maybe they're helping to fund your project, or they're giving you confidence. They're helping you with connections. Venus is in your 11th house, so you're getting along great with friends. It's a great time for socializing. You might even find love through friendships and the groups that you belong to. So get out and network, because there could be a soulmate out there somewhere. And even if you're already committed in a partnership, you're having good times with friends. So I feel like this full moon is going to be positive for you. Like I said, just watch what you're spending, and that you're not just spending on something that looks good on the surface and then turns out to be a dud later. All that glitters is not gold when Neptune's in your second house. And you may not be really, like, you're so caught up in the dream, you're not thinking of the money or the practicality. But Jupiter in the second brings in abundance, so it should balance out. It should be okay. And then you have Chiron in the third, which is sextile this moon and trine the sun in your 11th. So there could be a healing conversation that comes up among friends. If you had a falling out with a friend, or you haven't, talked to someone's been distant, you may, or even for your family, because the third house is brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, siblings, immediate family. You might reach out to them and try to patch things up at this full moon and explain, maybe things need to come out that have been hidden. Maybe there's misunderstandings that need to be cleared up. So then we have the new moon in Capricorn, and that's happening in your 12th house, which is good for having the 12th house has to do with psychological matters, hidden things that are hidden enemies, the way we self-sabotage, our psychological blocks. So this new moon is actually giving you a new beginning. Like maybe you've done some work, some inner work, And now you're realizing, okay, I need to drop some things that have been blocking me. I need to let go of the baggage, the little gremlin in my mind that says you can't do this, you're not good enough, you need to learn more, you're too old, you're too young, you're too fat, you're too thin, whatever. Just you're overcoming that, and you're starting a new beginning that's freeing you from the psychological baggage and possibly even karma from the past, because you're ending a cycle. You're like dropping some things and about to start a new cycle. This new moon is squaring Jupiter, so you might be really excited about something, and with Jupiter in the third, you can't wait to talk about it. Like, you just want to tell everybody. But for some reason, you may have to keep your plans under wraps. So if you're starting something new, it may be a project that you're working on behind the scenes. You're not ready to launch yet or let people know, because you've got a lot of activity in the 12th house at this new moon. You have Venus, Mercury, and Pluto in the 12th house. So you're working on some hidden project that you're excited about. Venus is there. You're loving it. Mercury's there. You got to keep your mouth shut. Mercury, you have a lot of ideas, but it's just bubbling beneath the surface. You might not be ready to launch anything or let the public know until you have your new moon in your sign, which will be in January. But for now, you're working behind the scenes. You're doing a lot of planning, building the foundation, getting your ducks in a row. But I think it's a positive new moon. Mars is retrograde, like I said, and it's sextile Chiron. You've got Uranus in your 4th house. So Uranus in the 4th house has to do with home and family. So there could be a lot of changes. You might be changing where you're living, or sudden changes developing with family members. Venus is in the 12th, and it's trining Uranus. So there could be you may have love for someone that you're not telling them. When Venus is in the 12th, it's like you have a feelings for someone and you can't reveal your feelings, or you're not ready to reveal your feelings. But Venus trine Uranus can have things develop really quickly or suddenly. So that's why it's kind of repeating the energy I'm seeing in the cards. I feel like you're on track for surprises, for sudden developments that are going to shift your energy. So if you've been feeling kind of lonely and depressed and isolated with all that 12th house energy, it's not going to be for long. Eventually, you're going to be out and about, celebrating, getting together with friends, family. So I think that the end of the month is going to be more positive for you than the beginning. You may start out with the beginning of the month, you might be doing a lot of soul searching with all that 12th house activity. So it's a great time for meditation, quieting your mind, listening to the inner voice, and visualize what you want to manifest. And then by the new moon, you have this new start, this new energy coming in. And you're going to be involved. I think you're going to get a lot of invitations to parties, to get together with people maybe you haven't seen in a while. And there could be a love interest, definitely, with the 5th house being activated. It's a great time, if you're not in a relationship, to be looking for one, to have, the sparks fly. So that's my reading, Aquarius, for December. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know if this resonated with you, let me know what's going on in your life. And plus it supports the channel. So if you can't support it by ordering a reading, at least click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. So in the meantime, if you are enjoying the readings and you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box and it will take you to my website and we can get you scheduled. So in the meantime, look forward to the future. The end of December is going to be great for you. So especially because we're going to be passing the solstice, 21st. So the 21st will be the darkest day, and then after that, the light returns. And you're going to see a big improvement, and especially when Mars goes direct after in January. That's when things are going to start to move. Right now, Mars is retrograding, and so it's slowing things down. It's having people rethink, reconfigure. But when Mars goes direct and it starts to move forward next year, things are going to start to pick up. And I think you're going to end the year on a happy note. So enjoy December, Aquarius. Have a wonderful holiday season, no matter what you're celebrating. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.